Yeah, thank you. Uh, I think it was great. Great game for us. Being the first game at home, and we've really worked so hard for it because the first game is always important for us, and it's a game that determines how far we go in this playoff. So I'm very happy that we've won the game at home, playing in our with our fans. So it was great for us.
All right, we'll get started with Austin.
Barbara, just for you personally, being able to score twice tonight, it's been a little bit of time since you found the back of the net. Just how gratifying was it to be able to score in such a big game like this?
Yeah, well, I always say not all days are numbers. I might miss other games not scoring, but whenever I have an opportunity and a chance, I have to utilize it wisely. So it was my day today. So, and it all starts from the training. So I think we had great training. We've prepared for this playoff so well.
First playoff match at home. How did the way this team kind of came together and the performance you put together set the tone for what this team ultimately wants to accomplish?
Uh, Honestly, like the coach is always telling us, champions always win in the dressing room. So the morale with this team was so high even before the game. We set the tone high because we wanted to win this game, and it was so important for us to win. And we are looking forward for the next game.
Back to Austin.
Barbara, first couple minutes of the game, you guys had three chances right off the bat. How important was it for you guys to come out and just set the tone early on in this game?
Yeah, I think in the first minute I had a chance and I missed it, but I didn't look back. I knew that I have to focus myself and I have to get a goal for the team to win. And at the end of the day, we have to celebrate. So I just put myself together, and my teammate had to encourage me to keep calm and cool so that we can get some goals.
Go to Luis Carlos Pineda.
Thank you, Barbara. I wanted to ask you regarding your chemistry between you and Adriana up top. If you can tell us a little bit about that. Thank you.
Sorry?
Between you and Adriana up top.
Oh yeah, I think me and Adriana, it's this combination is always start from practice because the way we train it determines the way we're gonna play the game. So it's very important for us that as a team we are connecting with each and everyone, so that at the end of the day we achieve one goal.
We'll go to Steph Yang on the Zoom.
Thanks. Hi, Barbara. On your second goal, the final touch you took around the listening area, it looked really soft and really nice and clean and tactical. I'm just wondering how much you planned that and how much was instinct. Like you saw this coming off our line and you knew you were going to take that touch, or in the moment it was just what felt right.
Honestly, those balls are always very dangerous, and I think I saw the keeper. She came out, but my instincts were right because I know if she had to touch me, it was gonna be a penalty. That's why I had to put the ball down, and I had to find the post. So I think my instincts were not wrong. Yeah.
All right, going back to Nathaniel.
Barbara, from the regular season here into the playoffs, it doesn't seem like there was any drop off from this team. What is this team really capable of throughout this potentially long playoff run for y'all?
I think from the start of the league, this team has been determined, and we set a tone. We had one goal. We know what we want. We won the shoot, and coming to this playoff, we've been practicing. We've been preparing so well, and here's the time that we've been waiting. Playing at home, it's our home advantage. So definitely, and then our fans supporting us, cheering us up. So it was very important for us to win for our fans.
We'll go one more with Barbara to Austin David.
Sir?
Just got one more. Just for you personally, with the two goals that you scored, it was two balls that were kind of through the defense over top, just for you to be able to run on those balls and have that space and time to work with. How important is that just for you as a striker to be able to have that space to work with those balls? And how important is it for your teammates to be able to, put those balls in the right place for you?
Yeah, like I always say, if I'm connecting so well with my teammate, definitely they're gonna know what kind of balls I like and how when to pass me when I'm in good position. So I set myself in a good position so that I can have those opportunities and chances.
Haley, congratulations, a goal tonight and the first playoff win in Pride history. Just your thoughts on the match tonight and overall.
Oh my gosh, I think we're finding form at the perfect time. Getting Barbara going is massive for us, and so yeah, we're just firing on all cylinders, and can't be more excited to make history again.
All right, we'll get started with Austin David.
Haley, you scored your first goal since I think April of last year in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
This was a tone-setting goal for the rest of the game. How important was it just for you to be able to, help the team and put the ball in the back of the net, but also just set the tone for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's super important. I think we started on the front foot. We almost had one like from kickoff, I think. And so, yeah, we had just put the pressure on, going forward. And I was happy to be the one to score. I honestly thought I was offside, so I didn't really celebrate. But I'm happy that it was onside. And then, yeah, got the team going from there.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Barbara talked about this team having such a high morale, even like coming into this game. I guess how much fun are you guys having right now, and how is that leading to maybe the type of production that we're seeing?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think in the second half I was laughing. We were just, yeah, so many shots on target. And I think going up and having goals is so important for that, just to be able to kind of relax and not take our foot off the gas, but enjoy playing and being together as this group. And I think that's definitely what's driving us forward is we don't want this year to end. This group is so special. And we know that it's not going to be exactly the same next year. It never is. And so, yeah, that's what's driving us.
We'll go right here.
Haley, congrats on the win.
Thanks.
Congrats on the goal. How was it transitioning from maximum stakes to close out the Shield, 3 less than high stakes matches, and now it's like win or go home? Could you feel after the goal maybe the confidence rise, or was there any change in the vibe?
Yeah, a little bit. I think, I mean, we just, like I said, really stress starting strong and putting teams under pressure and getting that first goal. And so I definitely think that was a big confidence booster. And then, like I said, for Barbara to get on the score sheet is just like huge for us. It's huge for her and puts fear in teams. And so it's really fun.
Go right here.
Seb's talked a lot this year about the dangers of a 2-0 lead and going into halftime and coming out of it. Can you talk about the importance of getting that late first half goal and making it 3?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Like you said, 2-0 is a scary scoreline. And yeah, until we got that third goal, I don't think we could really, settle in and breathe. And they were definitely putting pressure on. So yeah, just to keep pushing. And even after 3-0, we were like, no, we're not done. Like, we want another. We want to keep scoring. And that's the type of production that we want to have. And so, and we're able to have. I think we could have even had more than 4. So, yeah, we're happy with that.
We'll go to Alonso.
Thank you. Congratulations for the win. Who would you like to face, Kansas City or North Carolina in the next game?
I mean, either one. I think just being at home gives us a real boost. And I mean, both teams are dangerous in their own way. They're very different. And so we're just excited to kind of be able to relax the rest of the weekend and watch the rest of the games and already be prepared for either one.
We'll go to Luis, and then we'll take a couple from the Zoom.
Thank you, Haley. I wanted to ask you, over 11,000 fans tonight, a lot of things going on around the city.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of Orlando City fans coming now and kind of joining forces with you guys. Yeah. How does that feel, the massive support you guys have been having from the city? Thank you.
Yeah. It's amazing. Tonight, we felt the energy from the kickoff. I think just seeing that support really gave us a boost, gave us just a drive to want to put on a show. And I think we did that. And so, yeah, we're a family here in Orlando, and it's nice to see more people, noticing the pride.
All right, we'll go to Steph Yang on the Zoom.
Thanks. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thanks.
Emily Sams a couple months ago talked about how obviously if you want to lose, you wanted to do it during the season, not during playoffs.
Yeah.
But she also mentioned, it might almost be more important if you were to lose then to be able to experience that, to experience being able to pick yourselves up and ride a swing back up. And I'm just wondering how much work the team has done intentionally to ride that upswing as opposed to how much it's vibes.
Yeah. Great question. Definitely important that we learn those lessons. And we obviously never want to go into a game and not get 3 points. But even with the wins, like even against our last game against Seattle, like those big 5 moments, something we've talked a lot about, just game management in general. And so I think that, yeah, learning those lessons going into playoffs and feeling really confident in our organization is huge. And we want to again put on a high tempo style of football, and sometimes mistakes are going to happen. And so just mitigating that as much as we can is what we want to do.
Next, we'll go to Jeff Kassouf.
Thanks for taking the time. Congrats on the win, Haley. Wondering, the midfield, I mean, you and Angelina in particular, felt like there was a lot of space that you were able to find and time on the ball to look for those through balls. What did you see in what you were able to exploit from the opponent there? And is there anything that you can take from that and apply forward?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they were definitely baiting us to play. They wanted us to play through the middle, and I think we really did a good job of exploiting them in the wide areas and behind, which is what we wanted to do. And yeah, those transition passes when we win the ball in their shape and they're disorganized is where we want to exploit them. And yeah, that's how Barbara got her first one. I think her second one as well. And so yeah, we're pumped with that.
Go to Nathaniel.
Back here, Haley. From the jump on this game, y'all were creating chances, almost putting some in the back of the net. Some went off the bar in the second half. How scary is that for other teams, seeing that the team scored 4 goals tonight, but it seemed like there were still some that were left out there on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could look at it one of 2 ways. I think like you said, we could have had more than 4, and that's definitely what we want to strive for. But I think, yeah, the amount of chances that we created was just insane. And I think, like I said, we're finding our stride at the perfect time. We had a little bit of a lull there with the losses, but we've learned the lessons and we're taking it forward. So we're happy with that.
All right, and we'll go last one to Austin David.
Haley, you kind of talked at the beginning about you getting Barbara going. I think Carrie talked about it at the end of last game of just kind of switching up the attack and playing some more balls over top for her to run in on. How much just finding that success tonight with those through balls to let Banda run on and that over the top ball for her second, just how much does that kind of just help alleviate maybe some of the pressure on Banda as well as just the team in terms of switching up the attack a little bit?
Yeah. I think that it's Barbara's had an unreal year, and she's gone through, an Olympics, a lot of change coming into a new team. And so I think that she's shown, not just in the goal she scored tonight, but in just her play and her pressing, her defending, that when we can get her just more involved in any capacity, that it's going to help the team and it's going to get her that confidence that we want her to have. And so, again, I'm really proud of her, and she's worked really hard. So, yeah.
All right. Seb, 4 goals tonight.
Yeah.
First Pride ever playoff win. Just your thoughts on the team's performance tonight on this historic game.
Brilliant from start to finish. Started the game really well. Created 2 opportunities within the first 2 minutes. You could see the hunger within the team. You could see the commitment, and fully deserved. I think we were phenomenal tonight.
Start with Austin.
Seb, I guess kind of going off of that, setting the tone for the entire game with that first couple minutes of, getting into the attack, pushing numbers forward, and really pushing Chicago out of their comfort zone. How important was that as the game went on, just to have those first couple minutes of really kind of pushing forward?
Yeah. We always talk about setting a tone early. And so, having that fear factor when a team comes to our environment, and we always want to make it difficult for them. So that first 5-10 minutes is really important to set a tone. Could hear the crowd as well. They were brilliant tonight. Really pushing the players from start to finish. And so we wanted to make it difficult for Chicago. We wanted to start the game quickly, and I was really pleased that we managed to get a couple of goals in the first half. And it was great to see from outside as well. Fans love goals, and we managed to give the fans goals tonight.
Go to Alonso.
Thank you. How are you, Coach? Coach, you mentioned that it was a brilliant game, but I would like to ask you about the decision making from Barbara sometimes and inside the box when she probably can cross, but she decides to take a shot or vice versa. How to improve the decision making, because when you're moving forward, you're gonna face teams that it's gonna be more difficult to beat and have those opportunities open.
She scored 2 goals. She could have had more. You know, she's a team player, so she's looking to provide for her teammates. I thought her decision making was good.
Go right here.
Can you talk about the importance of getting the goal just before halftime and also converting just after halftime to kind of create that separation?
Yeah, I think anytime you know 2-0 is always a dangerous scoreline, especially when you're going into halftime. You know, the next goal is really important. So to go in at halftime with 3-0, it kind of put us at ease a little bit, and then starting the second half aggressive, creating opportunities to score. Fully deserved the penalty as well, which Barbara won. We class that as an assist. Anytime a player gets a penalty, we class that as an assist. So Barbara contributed to that also. And Marty puts it away like she's done all season. So really pleased, with the 4 goals and how we scored the 4 goals also.
Go to Nathaniel.
Coach, back here. This team has already had an historic season with records, unbeaten streaks, win streaks. But Haley was just in here saying that this team is just now hitting its stride at the right time. What would you say to that, and how do you maintain this stride in the playoffs right now?
Just keep doing what they've been doing all season long. I think, the consistency for 23 games, it's pretty impressive, right? To stay unbeaten for so long. Winning the Shield, breaking so many records. We went through two games where we didn't get the results, but you can see the team have responded so well. Last week we responded really well. Tonight you could see like we were back to our best, defensively solid. Hurting Chicago in counterattacks, dictating play, building from the middle to the attacking third, and creating a lot of goal scoring opportunities. And so. Yeah, everyone talks about that momentum going all the way to the final, but this team has achieved so much this year, and it's been such an incredible year for everyone that's been a part of it.
Go right here.
Congrats, Coach, on a big win. How are you able to keep, obviously, historic season, 23 unbeaten, you raised the Shield unbeaten, defensively off the charts. I think it was 0 shots on target first half, 0 shots overall first half. How do you keep from sinking into the historical perspective of what this team has been able to accomplish this year and stay focused like week to week?
Just having them be hungry. You have to be hungry to win things. The players are fully together. We said that. Champions are one in the locker room, and you can see there's a real unity within the group. They're all rowing in the right direction. They all have that objective, whether it's to set new records or win the Shield. And right now it's to win the championship and be on that flight to Kansas. And so the players are so hungry at this moment to lift another trophy this year. So yeah, it's easy. You're in a competitive industry, and so they all want to be winners, and like that's a great place to be.
We'll go to Steph Yang on the Zoom.
Thanks, Coach. We spoke earlier this year, and you talked about Haley McCutcheon being a player who you kind of challenged at the beginning of this season and asked her to take on more responsibility as a player, as a leader. Now that you've seen a whole season, you've seen her in a playoff game. I'm just wondering, your evaluation of how she's responded to that challenge so far. I'm assuming very well.
Yeah, it's not been bad, right? She's been incredible from the moment she came into the club to where she's at right now. She's been so instrumental for our success. Been so versatile. You see tonight, having to play midfield and going back to right back, but. She wears her heart on her sleeve and she gives absolutely everything. And, she leads by example. She covers more ground than probably any other player on the field. And so just having leaders like that can be so instrumental for this team and our success. And again, she's not the only one. There's so many unsung heroes within this team that probably don't get the same limelight as other players, but they've been so instrumental for our team and our success, and mostly our change room as well.
We'll go to Jason Anderson.
Hi, Seb. Thanks for speaking with us. Congrats on the win. Wanted to first check in on Summer Yates' status and then ask, you were obviously every week this season since Barbara's arrival, teams have been making sure that she doesn't get isolated, doesn't have a supply line. Tonight you were able to really manufacture a lot of one-on-one opportunities for her off the ball where it's so easy for her to get away, get free, and then make the finishes that she had. What was key to that tonight to set, whether that's setting her up, whether that's her setting those attacks up, what was key to that?
So I'll start with Summer. Summer got a dead leg, Charlie horse, whatever you call it, which is pretty significant, but we'll assess it going into next week. We had to bring her off because it was really painful for her. And then with Barbara, she's growing every week. We have to remember she's still young, she's still learning, and I know she set the league alight when she first came in and scoring goals after goals. But she has, even though she hasn't been scoring the goals previously to tonight, she's still growing as a player and developing really well. And she had that hunger to put the ball in the back of the net, that hunger to threaten in behind, the composure as well to finish her opportunities. She's unfortunate that she didn't score the first hat-trick in Pride history, but I think we're cursed with that. I think we stop at 2, but she was a constant threat, and she's been so important for our success this year, and she's still got layers to her game that she can continue to improve and develop on.
We'll take a few more. We'll go to Austin David.
Seb, you kind of touched on how important the crowd was tonight, over 11,000 in attendance. Just from the vibe kind of early on from just warming up, what did you kind of make of the turnout from the city of Orlando and just how they've been able to support you and continue to support you over the course of this playoff run?
No, it's amazing. I remember probably 3 or 4 years ago, we struggled to get any sort of fans here and support. And, you can see that the players are giving back. They're giving absolutely everything. They're winning games. They're putting entertaining football together as well. And, it made a real difference tonight. It was great to see so many fans come out and support the players. You could really hear them. It's probably the loudest it's been since we've been in this stadium, and we're going to need them to come back next week in the semifinal. But they're so instrumental, and it's been so amazing to see such a great turnout, and we just want to continue that.
We'll go to Luis.
Hi, Seb. Congrats on the win. I wanted to ask you, you were talking about instrumental leaders and silent leaders within the team. Ali Watt, the past few games, she's been tremendous on the right flank with her speed in the first half tonight. She was amazing, and also 4 shots on goal. What can you tell us about her evolution, not only on the field, but also off the field? Thank you.
Yeah, Ali's always a joy. She's you hear her before you see her, if anyone knows her. But yeah, she's grown as a player. She's been here a while now, and we've asked her to be consistent. She's been patient with her opportunities. And going back to last week, she was brilliant on that right wing. She caused problems throughout the game. Tonight, similar in the first half as well. She got a little knock, and that's why we had to bring her out. But she's got lightning pace. She's very direct. She looks to get shots off. She looks to supply service to the forwards, and she's one that can keep up with Barbara as well, and so that always helps. But it's a lot of competition with this group. We had tough decisions to make, between Ali and Adri. but if you put the performance together, you'll get your reward. And so we felt like at this time it was good to reward Ali for her performances last week. And yeah, when summer comes out, you've got a great player in Adri to come on and make a difference as well. And yeah, that's the roster that we've built, that if anything happens and players get injured, that we've got a quality player who can step up and do a job for us.